All right, folks, so let's talk about these three cards and what they mean. We're going to start with the sun sign, which is the Four of Wands. The Wands represents spirituality, inspiration, determination, ambition, basically that drive behind what you do. And the Four of Wands represents celebration, relaxation, and just really taking in what you've accomplished and celebrating that with others. So it looks like that is what you need to tap into or should tap into for the month of September. If you've been working on something, if you have something that you have been putting a lot of effort and time into, and you haven't really stopped to take a moment to pat yourself on the back, this card is saying it's time for you to do that and to give yourself some praise. You are deserving of celebrating your accomplishments. And that's what it's all about anyway, right? We do things, we want to accomplish things so that we get these results and that we make things happen for ourselves and we enjoy it. That's what it's all about. It's all about the enjoyment. And this Four of Wands card is a reminder that that enjoyment of what you've accomplished and what you've done and how far you've come is important, and it's time for you to do that. So for the moon card, we have the Fool in reverse. So I take this card as either you're not being foolish enough or you're being too much of a fool. So it is important for us to always have that fool aspect in everything and all that we do. Just having this trust the universe, things will work out, a way will be made type of mindset when we approach situations, circumstances of any kind, right? But when this Fool card is in reverse, it can mean either you're being too foolish and acting a little recklessly, you're not thinking things through, you're acting a little hastily, and maybe it's time to slow things down a little bit. Or it could mean the other way, that you're restricting yourself by being afraid of the unknown, being afraid of what's out there and what can come into fruition for you. And you need to let go of the reins and trust the universe a little more. So if you see this card is for you. It's telling you that you got to find that balance with being the fool as you go through life. It's a really good card. So, it's just a reminder that we start off in the beginning of our journey as the fool. And as we progress, we grow and we learn and we take lessons with us and we expand and we become wiser. So that's what it's all about. Keep that in mind, that sometimes if we don't pay attention to if we're being too foolish or not foolish enough, that can hinder that growth. And we want to make sure that we're always charging forward, not being stagnant or moving backward. And for the rising, we have the Two of Swords in reverse. So the Swords energy has to do with your thoughts, your words, your actions. And when you see the Two of Swords, this has to do with decision making. And when it's in reverse, that means that there has been some indecisiveness, some confusion, maybe info overload. And this is the card that reminds you that your intuition is important and plays an important role in your decision process. And to not forget that your intuition is very helpful. And maybe that's what you need, is to take your intuition's little whisper or advice to make that decision. Maybe you've been sitting on something for a little too long and it's time for you to make that decision, or you haven't taken everything into account for making your decision. This can also mean that you might be the person who's trying to mediate between two sides of a situation, and it's time for you to remove yourself from that placement because it's not actually doing anything beneficial for the circumstances like you think it is. So, of course, all things are about perspective. You want to take what message resonates with you the most and apply it. So, not all the definitions are going to resonate with you. You pick the one that resonates with you the most, and also with what circumstance popped up in your head when you seen the card, when the card was being explained. That's what this is going to pertain to. So I hope this was helpful, and I hope that you enjoyed, and I encourage you to go through my other videos to get your card for your moon and rising and get your complete 3-card pull for the month of September. Thank you for watching.